Developmental patterns are a lot of fun to explore. They can be very useful for overall function as well. So, kind of sticking with the last sort of theme, using some awareness of my feet, right? So the outside, the inside of my feet, the ankle, the heel, the fibular head, right? So my leg, I can begin to use my feet by way of friction on the floor to give me a propulsion force, right? So I could propel myself forward or I could pull myself back, right? So there's movement that's coming for my attention on my leg and my ankle and my foot, right? And of course, there's movement that's also coming from my pelvic floor, my hip musculature as well as my core, right? So if I come down, I could have a sense, that I'm a baby and I want to look this way, right? I want to look overhead. I see something that's interesting, so if you see something that you are interested in, right, you look and your eyes basically will start to carry your body in that direction, right? Your eyes are really linked up to the into the mind, right? So we're conscious of that as we practice our Tai Chi and whatnot, right? So what I'm going to do is just kind of stand my hands like I want to do a push up, and I'm going to first kind of draw myself into a sense that I'm compressing, right? So that's basically kind of like what I was doing with the bridge in another video. So I'm kind of pulling my heel down and I'm lifting the outer arch, and that's turning my leg in, right? So the fibular head's moving forward, and that's turning my femur inward as well, internal rotation, right? So that's opening my pelvic floor as I do that. And all this is basically storing energy, right? So by opening everything up, right? So from there, I'm just going to switch it and go in reverse, right? So I pull myself into opening, and then I'm going to press myself up. I'm just going into a nice little arch pattern, right? So I'm just going to reverse it a few times there, pull myself down, and then push myself up. It's a great stretch. It feels really good in the hip joint, hip flexors, and your spine. All right, we'll switch. We'll do it on this side. All right, so the more effective you are with the leg, the less you feel like you need to push with your arms. Maybe you only go to here, right? Or you do it, you're on your forearms, and you just start to make a little movement, right? It's propulsion, right? So this is the first phase of locomotion when you're a baby, right? Where you start to do a little bit of creeping, right? So you start to get things moving a little bit like that, right? So creeping and crawling, those are whole other discussions, but you can really feel once you start to do something like that your feet are connected to your ankles and to your knee and to your hips, and your hips are connected to your pelvis and connected to your spine, right? And your spine is connected to your shoulder blades and to your shoulders, and it's connected to your arms. Right? So everything is connected. Right? So if you don't believe that, you're delusional. Right? So train yourself in whatever ways that work for you so that you can learn to feel what it is to be connected. And anything that you do will be improved, right? It'll feel easier. Take a few moments to notice what you notice.